So here we are today with the lovely Deanne Berry, all the way from Australia, except she's based over here. And Deanne, I'm sure everybody knows that Deanne is only a Martian who's not seen the Eric Prydz Call on Me video for starters. And of course that was Deanne. She's worked out with Mr. Motivator on GMTV. She is arguably one of the best known workout queens in the world, and she's here today just for Sportsvibe. So lovely to meet you, Deanne.
Hello, lovely to meet you. Thank you. What a lovely introduction.
And just tell me, what before we talk about why we're here, what have you been up to? Fill us in with the Deanne Berry story over the last few years.
Over the last few years, wow, this could take a while.
Okay, how about the last few minutes?
The last few minutes. Okay, I've just come from promoting Keith Lemon's Fit DVD.
Keith Lemon?
Keith Lemon.
Oh, well, stop you there. You're promoting Keith Lemon's DVD?
I am. Yes.
I assume you're in it?
I am. I'm his instructor in the DVD. So it's not so much of a professional workout DVD though.
Really?
It's
Get away.
Gives you a good belly muscles, I guess, from laughing so hard and nice kind of exercise around here from smiling a lot.
Okay, cool. And then what else? I mean, I guess let's go back to the famous Call on Me video, because that was really when you first sort of sprang into the world's consciousness.
Yes, Call on Me, I guess, launched my career for me. So, you know, it's been a great launch pad for me.
But you were a dancer, actually, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually originally came over to work with Cliff Richard. I'd done his Australian and New Zealand tour, and he asked would I like to come over to the UK, and then, gosh, here I am, 5 years later, 6 years later, I'm still here.
So you're friends with Cliff Richard?
I am, he's lovely.
He's a national institution.
He is, and he's such a lovely man, and very talented man. I've got a lot of respect for him.
But you were a dancer, you did the Call on Me video, which you choreographed yourself, didn't you?
Well, a lot of it's taken from the movie Perfect with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis. So Ministry of Sound kind of knew what they wanted in that one. They wanted basically a mock copy of that video and of that movie. And so yeah, so that's what inspired the choreography really.
But then of course after that, having worked out on the video, you then started working out professionally.
Yeah, I did. That then inspired me to become a professional aerobics instructor, because everyone just presumed that I was anyway. So I thought, why not, you know? And I mean, being a dancer, exercise is such an important part of your lifestyle anyway. You've got to learn how to look after your body and keep fit. So yeah, it just seemed like the natural progression on being a dancer is to learn more about how to look after myself as well. And but why not get the certificates? And it's been great. I've gone on to make loads of fitness DVDs and I really enjoy it. So,
perhaps you'd like to explain, Deanne, why we are here with you and what's it all about.
Well, I'm here to talk about K-Swiss shoes called Tubes. They're amazing. Here they are here. Can you see them? Woo! I'm here to talk about these fabulous shoes. And I've had a pair now for about 4 months. And I've not wanted to take them off my feet. Honestly, they are the most comfortable shoes. And I want to show you the different forms of training that you can actually do with the tubes. I've made some downloads that you guys can download, and they're brilliant because you can design your own workout. There's a cool down, a warm up and a cool down, and then there's some sections in between, so you can customize to your own liking, your own workout. And the beauty of it is it's free, so you can just go onto iTunes and download it. And you've got your own workout. So whether you've got 10 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour to work out, you can keep repeating sections, or you can just choose a couple of sections, so you can customize it to the way you want.
All right, Deanne, so what you're going to do now for us, if you would be so kind, is to just go through a few workout moves that you put up for iTunes so that people can check it out, and perhaps explain, you know, exactly the significance and the relevance of whatever exercise you're about to do for us.
Okay. Well, first up, I'll talk a little bit about the aerobic section. So obviously, of course, you still do your warm-up section before any of the sections in between. But the aerobic section is designed to get your heart rate up, obviously, and burn loads of calories. So it's a lot of jumping around, a lot of high energy movements. Now, I don't expect anyone to be able to do it flat out, first go, the first time that they watch it. And that's the beauty, again, of having a download. You can do it as many times as you need to, and it's yours then to get over and over again until you master the steps. But basically, the aerobics is your, high energy movement. It's Yeah, good old 80s grapevine, there's lots of running, nice big strong arms. What else do we do? We actually get down and we do some press-ups. We also do a plank, which is fantastic for the core muscles as well. So as well as getting the heart rate up in between, I guess it's a little bit of interval training in there as well, because then we get down and we do some planks, which is a really good one for you guys to do at home. Yeah, so you're holding the tummy in nice and tight, nice flat back. And then just to challenge yourself as well, take one foot off the floor, and then a side plank, and then into a human start. That's just one of the movements out of that section for you. But then lots of other high energy movements for you to pick up along the way. And then there's also combat section, where combat is brilliant. It absolutely works the whole body, especially focusing on the core muscles. But it gives you an all-over body workout. It works on your cardio, and it also tones the body and works on your stabilizers as well, because there's a lot of transferring of the weight. So I'm going to show you some combat tips and some combat moves that I do. So I'll show you one little kick combination that we do, and it starts with a front kick, which is a push kick, so you're pushing your opponent away, push. So again, you can see I've really got to use my stabilizers, pulling my core to balance onto one leg, and then transfer straight away to the knee, so it comes in big, got kick, knee, and then a jumping back fist. The back fist up here, the arm goes out to the side, at the same time you're kicking your opponent away, so you've got one there, and then you swing it around in a hook. So I'll show you the whole combination together. It goes push, kick, knee, jump, hook. There we go, so that's the whole combination. Show you one more time. Push, kick, knee, jump, hook. And then of course you transfer and you do it on the other side. So the moves come into the downwards quite quickly. So again, it doesn't matter if you don't get it the first couple of times. The more you do it, the better you can get at it. Now the other section I'm going to talk about is the dance section. Now this one can be a little bit tricky at first, because again, the moves are taught quite fast, and they are quite fast to do. So don't freak out the first time you do it. Again, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. But there is one move in particular that you could struggle with at first, and I'm going to show you that. Basically, it's an isolation of the top half of the body. So the bottom half of the body stays completely still, and you're using the top half. So the ribs are pushing forwards, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then they slide across to the sides. The hips are still where they are, the rib cage is moving over, then they go back. Again, contract, really pulling the tummy to the side, so you shift it over, front. Okay, so it goes front, side, back, front, side, back side. Then we actually smooth it out, so the hips shouldn't move, just the upper body, and then again around the other way. So that one's for you to practice. But with the dance section, the whole thing, again, it keeps on building on little funky steps. The more you do it, we add on, and we keep on building and adding on steps, and just stick with it. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
Okay, Deanne, well, we all feel remarkably fitter as a result of a few minutes spent in your company. So just remind us again, okay, how do we get hold of this?
You can download it for free. It's brilliant. So go and download your K-Swiss Tubes workout, and it's for free. It's all yours to do as much as you like.